Hi, it's Tech Trailblazer. Today we are going to see viruses. The virus is a self-replicating program. It is capable of producing multiple copies of itself by attaching with another program of any format. These viruses can be executed as soon as they are downloaded. It may wait for the host to execute them as well as be in sleep for a predetermined time. The major characteristics of viruses are infecting other files, alteration of data, transformation, corruption, encryption, self-replication. Stages of virus life. The process of developing a virus till its detection is divided into the following 6 stages. These stages include the creation of a virus program, its execution, detection, and antivirus stages. The methodology of developing a virus is classified as design. In designing phase, virus is created. To design a virus, the developer can create its own virus code completely from scratch using programming languages. Either he can use construction kits. Replication. In replication phase, when the virus is deployed, the virus replicates for a certain time period in a target system. After the certain period, the virus will spread itself. Replication of different viruses may differ depending upon how the developer wants to replicate them. Usually, this replication process is very fast to infect the target in short order. Launch. Launch stage is the stage when user accidentally launches the infected program. Once this virus is launched, it starts performing the action it is designed for. For example, a virus is specially designed for destroying the data. Once the virus is activated, it starts corrupting the data. Detection. In the detection phase, the behavior of a virus is observed, and the virus is identified as a potential threat to systems. Typically, antivirus developers observe the behavior of a reported virus. Incorporation. Antivirus software developer, after identification, detection, and observing the behavior of a virus, design a defensive code in terms of antivirus or an update to provide support to an older version of antivirus to detect this new type of virus. Elimination. The user, by installing the update of an antivirus or downloading the newer version of antivirus capable of detecting advanced threats, can eliminate the threat from its operating system. Working of viruses. Working on virus is a 2-phase process, in which virus replicates onto an executable file and attack on a system. Different phases of virus operation are 1. Infection phase. During infection phase, virus planted on a target system replicate itself onto an executable file. By replicating into a legitimate software, it can be launched when a user runs the legitimate application for its use. These viruses spread by reproducing and infecting the programs, documents, or email attachments. Similarly, they can be propagated through emails, file sharing, or downloaded files from internet. They can be entering into an operating system through CDs, DVDs, USB drives, and any other sort of digital media. 2. Attack phase. In the attack phase, the infected file is executed accidentally by the user, or by any other way. Viruses normally require a triggering action to infect a victim. This infection can be minimized to complete destruction and corruption of program files and data. Some virus can initiate an attack when they are executed, but they can also have configured to infect upon certain predefined conditions. Ransomware. Ransomware is a malware program which restricts the access to system files and folder by encrypting them. Some type of ransomware may lock the system as well. Once the system is encrypted, It requires decryption key to unlock the system and
Our journey
files.
starts with the notorious black hat hackers.
Attacker
These charlatans
demands a
lurk in the depths of
ransom
the digital
payment
world.
in
Their
order
motives
to
often driven by
provide the
personal gain,
decryption
greed,
key to
power, or
remove
outright malicious intent.
restrictions.
They're the ones who break the rules,
Online
crossing the boundaries of
payments
legality to
using
steal sensitive
digital
data, launch destructive
currencies like
cyber attacks, and craft
Ucash
malicious
and
software or
bitcoins
malware
are
that can
used
cripple
for
systems and networks.
ransoms which
Their
are
activities are not just a
difficult to
threat on a personal level,
trace.
but they can also wreak havoc on organizations,
Ransomware
causing
is
financial
normally
losses,
deployed
reputational damage,
using
and
Trojans.
operational disruption. On a larger
One
scale,
of the
these
best
black hat hackers can even
examples
pose
of
significant threats to national
ransomware
security,
is WannaCry
targeting critical infrastructure
ransomware
and compromising
attack.
sensitive government data.
The
So, when we
following
talk
are
about
the
hackers, these
most
are the bad guys that
common,
often sprint
widely
blind.
known
Black hat
types of
hackers are indeed
ransomware
the bad guys of the
family.
digital world. Now, on the other side of the
Cryptographic
spectrum, we have the white hat hackers. These digital knights in shining armor are the heroes of the cyber realm. Often referred to as ethical hackers,
Crypto
their quest is to safeguard systems and
defense
networks from their black hat counterparts. Their
Crypto
mission?
wall
To improve security by
ransomware.
identifying vulnerabilities and patching them up before they can be
Police-themed
exploited. Their methods mirror those of black hat hackers. They probe,
Types of
test, and assault systems.
viruses.
But their intent is what sets them
System
apart.
or
Instead
boot
of exploiting
sector
vulnerabilities for personal
viruses.
gain, they expose these weak
Boot
spots to the
sector
system owners,
virus
often
is
providing solutions
designed
to
to
fix them.
move actual
Many organizations
master
employ these
boot
ethical hackers,
record
recognizing their value in
MBR
strengthening
from
defenses
its
and warding
actual
off potential attacks.
location.
Independent white hat
Boot
hackers also
sector
contribute to global
virus
security,
responds
participating in
from
bug
the
bounty programs,
original
or volunteering their
location
skills
of
for a safer digital
MBR
world.
when the
White hat
system
hackers are the good
boots.
guys,
It
ensuring a safer
executes
digital
the
environment for us
virus
all. In the middle
first.
ground, we find the gray hat hackers.
Boot
These
vector
are the characters that
virus
define the binary
alters the
division of
boot
the hacker world.
sequence
They're
by
neither villains nor
infecting the
heroes, but hover in the
MBR.
nebulous space in between.
It
Gray hat
infects
hackers
the
often engage in
system,
activities that could be
causing
deemed
boot
illegal, such as
problems,
probing systems without
performance
permission.
issues,
But here's the twist. Their intentions
instability,
aren't
and
necessarily malicious.
inability
They're
to
like digital
locate
vigilantes, working outside
directories.
the law to serve a greater good. They
File
often
and
stumble upon vulnerabilities in
multi-party
systems, not to exploit them,
viruses.
but to expose them. They might break
File
into a
and
network without consent,
multi-party
only to reveal its weak
viruses
spots to the organization
infect
or the public.
systems in
However, they
various
don't always obtain the
ways.
necessary authorization before conducting
File
their tasks,
viruses
which puts them on
infect
shaky
the
legal ground.
files
In
which are
essence, gray hat hackers
executed
blur the
like
ethical boundaries of hacking.
executable
They challenge our
files
notions
or
of right and
batch
wrong,
files.
pushing us to rethink our perspectives on cybersecurity.
Multipartite
Theme check.
virus can
Script kids
infect
are
boot
unique breed of hackers.
sector and
Unlike their more
files
skilled counterparts, they aren't particularly
simultaneously,
tech savvy.
hence the
Instead,
term
they rely heavily on readily available
multipartite.
scripts or hacking tools to execute their cyber
Attack
attacks.
targets
Imagine
may
someone who doesn't know how to
include
cook,
boot
but uses a ready-made
sector
mix to
and
bake a cake. That's the
executable
essence of script
files
kidding in
on
the
the
hacking world.
hard
Their motivations are as diverse as they come. Some seek the thrill of reaching the system, while others do it for the sheer fun of causing digital chaos.
Macrovirus
Yet others
is a
are driven by a
type of
desire for
virus
notoriety
that
within
is
certain online
specially
communities.
designed for
Their lack
the
of advanced technical skills
application of
doesn't make them harmless, though.
Microsoft
A
Word,
script kiddie with a powerful
Excel,
tool
and
can still
other
cause significant disruption,
application using
especially if they
Visual
target vulnerable
Basic for
systems. So while they may not pose the most
application
significant threat in the grand scheme of things,
Macro
their actions can still cause
languages
harm.
help to
Now, let's talk about
automate
state-sponsored
and
hackers.
create
These
a
are not
new
your average hackers.
process which
They
is
are elite
used
teams of cyber
abusively
warriors,
by
often
running
operating
a
under the cloak of
victim's
government support.
system.
Their missions? Espionage,
Cluster
cyber warfare, and
viruses.
advancing their nation's interest in the digital arena.
Cluster
It's a high-stakes
virus
game of cat and mouse,
dedicatedly
where the prize is
designed
not
to
just money, but
attack
power,
and
influence, and
modify the
strategic
file
advantage.
location
Imagine this.
table or
Highly skilled
directory
professionals, armed with the
table.
most advanced tools and technology, backed
Cluster
by virtually limitless
virus
resources.
attacks in
Their
a
target?
different way.
Anything from government agencies, critical
By
infrastructure, to
altering the
multinational
actual
corporations.
file
The purpose?
located
To
in the
keep the steal
directory
secret,
table,
disrupt critical services,
file
or even
entries
to manipulate
enter the
public opinion.
viruses
The world of
instead of
state-sponsored
an
hackers is shrouded
actual
in secrecy.
file.
But one thing is clear.
In
Their
this
actions
way,
can have massive
when a
implications,
user
not just on the
attempts
digital
to run
landscape,
an
but on the real world too.
application, the
State-sponsored hackers
virus
are
is
highly sophisticated and
executed
well-resourced,
instead.
often engaging in large-scale cyber operations.
Stealth
Hacktivists are
forward/tunneling
hackers with a cause. They're not in it
viruses.
for personal gain or to cause
These
chaos.
type of
Rather,
viruses
they're driven by a
uses
desire to
different
affect social or
techniques to
political change.
avoid
They believe in the
detection
power
by
of the
an
digital realm to reshape our
antivirus
world, and they use
program.
their skills to make their voices heard.
In order
Their
to
actions often
evade
take the form of digital
detection,
protest.
stealth
They might
virus
deface websites with
employs
messages,
tunnel
launch denial of
technique
service
to
attacks
launch
against
under
organizations they perceive as
antivirus
corrupt, or
via
leak sensitive
tunnel
information
and
to expose wrongdoing.
intercepting requests
However,
from
it's important to remember that
operating
despite their
system
noble intention, these
interruption
actions can be
handling.
illegal and carry significant risk.
Antivirus
Although some view
uses
hacktivism as a
their
form of
own
digital vandalism,
tunnels to
others see it as a
detect
modern
these
form of
types
civil
of
disobedience.
attacks.
And while the legal and ethical implications of
Logic
hacktivism are
bombs.
hotly debated, one thing is
A
clear.
logic bomb
Hacktivists are
virus
passionate about their
is
causes,
designed
and
to
they're willing to push
remain in
boundaries to make a
waiting
difference.
state
Hacktivists
or
aim to raise
sleep
awareness,
mode
spark change, or
until a
expose injustices through digital
predetermined
means.
period,
Malicious
event,
insiders are
or
individuals
action
within organizations
occurs.
who abuse their access and privileges to commit
Fulfillment of
cyber crimes.
condition
They're like
triggers
wolves
the
in sheep's
virus
clothing,
to
blending into their
exploit.
environment while
The
causing
payload
immense damage.
detonates
These
and
insiders can range from
perform its
disgruntled employees
intended
seeking revenge
task.
to individuals lured by the prospect
These
of financial
logic
gain.
bombs
Their
are
activities often
difficult
involve
to
data theft,
detect
sabotage, or
as
even
they are
espionage.
unable
It's
to
very targeted.
detect
These
in
individuals
sleep
are challenging
mode
to
and
detect.
can
Unlike
cause
external threats,
destruction
they
after
already have the keys to the
triggering
kingdom,
as
so to
it may
speak.
be
They
too
operate from
late.
within, often bypassing security measures
Encryption
due to their legitimate
virus.
access to sensitive systems and data.
Encryption
Traditional defenses that
viruses
keep
are the
outsiders at bay
type of
don't work as effectively
virus
against this
uses
internal menace.
encryption
For organizations,
capable
it's a
of
constant game of
scrambling
cat and
to
mouse,
avoid
trying to identify
detection.
unusual behavior patterns and access
Due to
anomalies.
this
Despite these
ability,
difficulties,
these
it's crucial viruses
viruses
under
are
estimate the potential harm
difficult to
they can cause.
detect.
Malicious insiders are a
They
significant
use
internal threat to
neural
organizations.
encryption to
Hackers,
encrypt
in all
and
their forms, have a profound
decrypt
impact on the digital world.
code
The actions
as
of
it
hackers ripple out,
replicates
creating
and
waves that can crash into
infects.
every corner of our lives. Let's
Virus
delve into the consequences of their
generation
actions.
tools.
When black hat hackers breach a system,
SAM's
they often steal
virus
sensitive data.
generator
This could be
and
anything from credit card numbers to personal identification
JPS
information.
virus
This kind of
maker.
data theft can lead to identity theft, financial
Angelic
loss, and a breach of personal
05
privacy.
Dispatch
In the wrong hands,
virus
such information
maker
can cause
and
irreparable damage.
Deadlines virus
Then there's the
maker.
disruption of services. When hackers attack
Solid
a system,
Flash
they can cause it to
Batch
shut down.
virus
This shutdown can impact
creator
critical services
and
like healthcare, banking, and
Poison
government
virus
services. Imagine a
maker.
hospital unable to access patient records,
Computer
or a bank unable to
worms.
process transactions. The ripple effect can
Worms
be
are a
catastrophic.
type of
The financial impact
malware.
of hacking is also significant.
Unlike
Recovering from a cyber attack
viruses
can cost millions
requiring
or
a
even billions of
triggering
dollars.
event to
This includes
perform
the cost of fixing the
intended
breached system,
tasks,
compensating affected
worms
parties,
can
and improving
replicate
security measures.
themselves
These
but
costs can
cannot
cripple
attach
businesses and can be a
themselves.
massive blow to economies.
The worm
Furthermore,
can
the damage to
propagate
national
using
security cannot be
fire
understated.
transport
State-sponsored
and spread
hackers can
across the
infiltrate government
infected
systems, stealing
network,
sensitive
which
information, and
virus
disrupting
is
critical
not
operations.
capable of.
They can potentially compromise the nation's defense
Virus
system, creating a
analysis
significant
and
risk to national
detection
security.
methods.
However, not all impact is negative.
Detection
White hat
phase
hackers
of
help improve
virus
cybersecurity,
initiates
making our
with
digital world
scanning.
safer. Their work can lead to stronger
The
security measures and better
suspected
protection for
file
sensitive
is
data.
scanned
The
to the
actions of hacktivists
signature
can also lead to
string.
positive change. Through their
In the
activity,
second
they can
step
expose
of the
injustices and spark
detection
social and
method,
political change.
entire
But it's important
disk
to remember
is
that the means
checked
to
for
such ends
integrity.
often involve crossing legal and ethical boundaries.
Integrity
In
checker
conclusion, the
records
impact of hackers is
integrity
far-reaching
of
and
all
multifaceted.
files on
Their
a
actions
disk
can lead
by
to data breaches,
calculating
financial losses,
checksum
disruptions critical services, and even damage to a nation's
If a
security.
file is
Understanding the
altered
motivations and
by a
methods of these
virus,
hackers is
it
crucial
can
in
be
defending against their
detected
threats.
through an
Attention.
integrity check.
These actions can be
In an
illegal and
interception
carry
step,
significant
request
risk.
from operating
Although
system
some view
is
hacktivism
monitored.
as a form of digital
Interception
vandalism,
softwares
others
are
see it
used
as a
to
modern
detect
form
virus
of civil
resembling
disobedience.
behaviors and generate
And while
a
the
warning for
legal and
users.
ethical implications of
Code
hacktivism
emulation
are
and
hotly
heuristic
debated,
analysis
one thing
include
is clear:
behavioral analysis.
hacktivists are passionate